welcome to the Rancho Murieta Association Annual Members Meeting and Election of Directors this Thursday, November 15th, 2018. We're going to start with a call to order. No roll call. Do we do that? Here.
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 Okay, thank you. As you heard, my name is Alex Bauer. I'm president of the Rancho Murieta Association, and you just heard roll call, but I guess I'm supposed to introduce my fellow board members too, so getting double introductions tonight. So starting on my far right over here is Rob Brown, and near right I have Mr. Jim Crowder. On my left, far left, I have Joanne Brandt, followed by Cheryl McElhaney and Larry Shelton. So some of the accomplishments of the year include a dog park at Riverview, some new playground equipment at Stonehouse Park in Lake Clementia, additional improvements at the Greens Park, relocation of bus stops, new recreational opportunities, a new website, modular restrooms at Lake Clementia, post and cable fencing at Stonehouse Park, new sod for sports field, and of course, as usual, spectacular 4th of July. So 2018 was a very busy year. All this isn't possible without the day-to-day operations from our staff. And so I'd like to take a moment to introduce our staff. For those of you who are frequenters to our meetings here, you'll know that Greg Vorster over here is our general manager. We have Denise Hetland as our assistant general manager. We have Colleen Hagyard as our financial manager. We have Rod Hart as our maintenance manager. Mark Parsons is our ARC manager, that's architectural review. And then, and we have Darlene Myers as our executive assistant. On behalf of the board, I'd like to thank you for the jobs that you do. Again, we can't do this. You guys do you're in the weeds every day, doing the nitty-gritty stuff, and we appreciate what you guys do. So that moves us on, for those who are following on the agenda, to item C under Roman numeral 1, which is the present the plaques to outgoing board members. We have two plaques to give this evening, and the first one will go to Cheryl. You can come over here and join me. Oh, that's very nice. So I'd like to present this plaque to Cheryl McElhaney for her 3 years of service to the board and to the community. Cheryl is completing her first term on the board. She served as treasurer of the board and chairs the finance committee. So, everyone, this is wonderful. This is really nice. So, congratulations. Yeah, it is. It's really nice. I'd also like to present a plaque to Larry Shelton for the completion of his 3 years of service to the board and to the community. Larry has served as vice president and chaired the maintenance committee, the art committee, and the Midge Fly committee. Larry?
All for Midge Fly.
Am I missing anything else?
Very good, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
I think you're next, Alex. Aren't you leading us? I'm gonna make you stand up.
Oh, boy.
So, we understand how complicated this last year has been, especially for you, even though this is your second year on the board. We've had some pretty tough board meetings. We've had board meetings that lasted till after 9 o'clock. We've had board meetings that were over 4 or 5 hours long. And I know that that's tough for Alex because being up that late at night, he's an early person in the morning. I get texts from him at 5 o'clock in the morning, regularly. Especially right after a tough meeting the day before. Anyway, in recognition of your service, you get a gavel.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I do want to add that Larry does reply to those texts at 5 in the morning. Too, so.
That's probably why he sends them to me.
All right, well, thank you. That was unexpected. I didn't, wow. All right. Awesome. Is there anything else back there? Or, no? Okay. All right. Okay. Great. So item number 2 is a declaration of quorum. I'd like to ask our Inspector of Elections, Ken Poole, to report on the quorum.
First of all, I'd like to take a second to thank Denise and her staff for making this job a little bit easier and all the things that you did, and also having everything ready for us when we were going to count. So thank you very much for that. I'd like to say that we did achieve the quorum. We needed 40% of the votes, and that came out to 880 votes. We actually had 1,040. So I'd like to declare that we did meet the quorum. It's about 44.8%, so almost half the votes came in. So.
Awesome. Thank you. At this point, we open the forum to comments from the public. Would anyone like to say anything this evening? You are welcome to the microphone.
Hey everybody, good to see you. I'm Pat Rooney and I live on the south side, and I kind of feel like we're the stepchild of Rancho Murieta, that everything that I read in the Wilton, what I call the Wilton rag, is all coming from the north. You know, we have petitions for traffic control and speeding, and I live on the Parkway, Rancho Murieta South Parkway, and the speeding is just atrocious. And I don't think it's ever been addressed. I don't think we have ever seen anybody other than the 25 mile an hour sign there. I've never seen anybody with security checking the traffic out. But I mean, there's people going down there, vendors, residents, everybody, and they're doing 40 miles an hour easy. And I would really like to see that addressed. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I think that's in our plans.
Yes, it is.
You want to add anything to that?
I'm glad you brought that up. We did discuss that in executive session this last, just a couple nights ago. And we are working with CSD to make sure they understand that we have a large community, not just, as you say, north and south. It's everyone together. So, yes, the chief knows to pay some attention to the south, and I'm sure he'll read about this either in an email from me or maybe in .com or River Valley Times. You're welcome.
Any further public comments? All right, seeing none, we'll close public comments. Moving on to election of directors, that's item 4. I'd like to ask if there are any nominations from the floor. I see no nominations from the floor, so I'd like to close nominations from the floor. So now let's introduce the candidates. If you all could gather by the podium so we can have a photo op. That would be great. So if we could have Mr. Danny Carrillo, Ms. Cheryl McElhaney, Mr. Larry Shelton. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the candidates for the 2 open board seats this year. All right, candidates, you may sit down. And thank you for running for the board. At this time, I'd like to call for the voting of any ballots that have not yet been cast. Mr. Ken Poole will collect them. Any other ballots? Okay, so we have no further ballots. Item 5. Drawing of voting incentive. So now we're going to draw tickets for the voting incentive. First prize is an iPad mini with cover, and there are 6 $50 Visa gift cards. So let me dig in here and pick a winner. Do I get to read it? Yes. Can I just read my name and hide it? It looks like we have, the name is Raggio, R-A-G-G-I-O, 7030 Colina. Oh, yeah, am I going to read them all here? Next, we have Beals, that's B-E-A-L-S, it's 6601 Camino del Lago. Oh, you have to be present to win?
Draw another one. Draw another one.
Our next winner is Bunyan. Bunyan at 6320 Conejo. Winner number 4 is Pryor, 6514 Rio Blanco. And we have Karka, that's K-H-A-R-K-A, that's 15089 Fuente de Paz. And Vieira at 6215 Cazador. That's all? Okay. Awesome. Does that conclude the drawing? Okay. So, this is, I think, the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to announce the election results. Our Inspector of Elections, Ken Poole, will announce the results of this year's election.
Okay, I'll do these in alphabetical order. Danny Carrillo, 556 votes. Cheryl McElhaney, 639 votes. And Larry Shelton, 576 votes. Therefore, Cheryl and Larry, you are duly elected for the new members for the next term, beginning December 1st, 2018. For the minutes, it was approved, 958 yeses to 6 noes. So therefore, the annual meeting minutes are approved from November 30th, 2017. And the adoption of the resolution for excess revenue had 980 yes votes, 13 no votes, and the resolution of excess revenue has passed. So I would like to administer the oath of office to Association and to the best of my ability
the association to the best of my ability,
represent the people of the Rancho Murieta Association
represent the people of the Rancho Murieta Association
throughout my term of office,
throughout my term of office,
which begins December 1, 2018,
which begins December 21. I want a break.
as a member of the RMA Board of Directors. Congratulations.
Okay, well, that brings us to the end of our meeting. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I motion. I'll second. Too quick? Was that too quick?
Motion and a second.
It's like my third meeting this week.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, this meeting is adjourned, and thank you for attending.
Was this even work, 17 minutes?
I know.